One family changed England forever. They broke away from the Catholic Church, executed queens, defeated the greatest naval empire in Europe, and gave birth to one of history's most legendary monarchs. This is the story of the Tudor Dynasty. The Tudor Dynasty began in 1485, when Henry VII defeated Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth Field, ending the brutal Wars of the Roses. To unite a divided kingdom, Henry married Elizabeth of York, joining the rival Lancaster and York families under one symbol, the Tudor rose. England had finally found peace. Together, they had 4 children who survived into adulthood. Arthur, Prince of Wales, the heir to the throne. Margaret Tudor, who married the King of Scotland, and whose descendants would one day inherit the English throne. Henry VIII, the ambitious second son. Mary Tudor, who later became Queen of France. Everything seemed secure. Arthur married the Spanish princess Catherine of Aragon, preparing to become England's future king. But only a few months after the wedding, Arthur fell gravely ill and died at just 15 years old. His death changed English history forever. The quiet second son, Henry, suddenly became heir to the throne. To preserve England's alliance with Spain, he later married his late brother's widow, Catherine of Aragon. When Henry VIII became king in 1509, he was handsome, athletic, and beloved. But one obsession consumed him. He desperately wanted a male heir. His first wife, Catherine of Aragon, gave birth only to a surviving daughter, Mary. When the Pope refused to grant Henry a divorce, he made a decision that shocked Europe. He broke England away from the Roman Catholic Church, declared himself head of the Church of England, and transformed the country's religion forever. Henry would marry 6 wives. 2 were divorced, 2 were beheaded, 1 died after childbirth, and only 1 outlived him. His marriage to Anne Boleyn produced another daughter, Elizabeth, before Anne herself was executed on charges of treason and adultery. Henry eventually got his long-awaited son, Edward, but his victory came at an enormous personal and political cost. After Henry's death, his 9-year-old son, Edward VI, became king. He strongly promoted Protestant reforms, but died at just 15. Fearing that his Catholic half-sister Mary would undo his religious reforms, Edward named his cousin, Lady Jane Grey, as his successor. Jane became queen for only 9 days. The people rallied behind the rightful heir, Mary I. Jane was imprisoned in the Tower of London, and after a rebellion in her name, was tragically executed at just 16 years old. Mary I then became queen. Determined to restore Catholicism, she ordered the execution of hundreds of Protestants, earning the nickname Bloody Mary. But her reign was short. When Mary died without children in 1558, the crown passed to her half-sister, Elizabeth. Elizabeth I would become one of England's greatest monarchs. She never married, becoming known as the Virgin Queen. During her reign, England defeated the mighty Spanish Armada, expanded overseas, and witnessed the flourishing of literature through figures like William Shakespeare. Her reign became known as England's Golden Age. But Elizabeth had no children. When she died in 1603, the Tudor dynasty came to an end after 118 extraordinary years. The crown passed to James VI and I, beginning the Stuart era. Yet, the Tudors' legacy lived on, in England's religion, monarchy, politics, and identity. Their story is one of ambition, love, betrayal, power, and the price of changing history forever. The Tudors ruled for just over a century, but they shaped England for centuries to come. Which Tudor monarch do you think changed history the most?